Alright, looks like we're coming online. Let's try out an evening stream. To be honest, my internet hasn't looked like I don't know, it's looked kind of iffy. So we're gonna try it. I can't guarantee the stream is gonna go well, but we're gonna give it a shot. So hey, made the Mythic rank. Was it? Let's see. Today's Sunday. I think it was Friday. I don't think it was yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. It was over the weekend. Friday or Saturday. We made Mythic. So Platinum wasn't too bad this time around. Nothing like last season. Last season was so horrible. And then all of a sudden, Diamond, like I started running my Angels and just flew through Diamond, essentially. Um, some of my other decks didn't do so great, so I kind of just sat on Angels for a while, and frankly, I enjoyed my Angels deck. So I think that's the thing, is sometimes I just enjoy switching it up, but I actually really enjoyed playing the Angels, so I didn't have a problem just sitting on it. So I sat on it for a little while and went right through. Let's see, you wanted to stop by, I see. Oh yeah, you didn't stay long at all. I just got on. Thanks for stopping by, though. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Now my connection is having issues here. I was worried about the stream. Now I'm not sure if even the game's going to get... Oh, see, I'm going to have to restart the game now. Alright, well that's fine. I'll do it while I'm still on the stream. Let's see. Maybe... How do I get this thing out of here? Well... Let's do that. Alright, so yeah, it looks like we do have a glitch in the game, so we'll just restart it. I'll stay on the stream because I'm going to be checking out to see how well the stream is going anyway. So let me find my channel. Like I said, my internet didn't seem like it was particularly strong tonight, so giving it a shot, but I don't know for certain that it's going to do well. But we'll try to see if this game will restart. Alright, I am looking on Twitch right now, and it looks like I'm frozen. It does look like getting the white wheel of death. Alright, that's what I was afraid of. I kept testing the internet this evening before I got on to see, and it does look like we are having some issues. It's lagging a little bit. The frame rate doesn't look bad. I can try to change it. I really just think it's just coming down to my internet's just not stable enough, I don't think. Although it's not too far behind. It's actually not that far behind. I don't see the white wheel right now. We might be good to go once we get the game loaded again. So we had to restart the game, and the internet is actually doing a little bit better than I thought. So we just got to get this game going here. The snow is... I don't know. I mean, I haven't gone out to measure anything, and it's weird when you got so much wind out. But the snow looks to be on the lower end what they were calling for, so maybe in the 3 to 4 inches at this point, but it's actually picking up again. So I still think by the time tomorrow morning rolls around, I could be looking at I don't know, 6 inches. I think that's probably about, I don't know, yeah, probably about 6 inches of snow is kind of what I'm guessing we're going to see. And that's kind of probably what is going to hurt my internet connection, if anything, tonight. So kind of just hoping, kind of crossing my fingers, hoping this works out. And then I don't know where you guys are at, but we have another round. So I'm thinking, like I said, I'm thinking by the time I get up in the morning, roughly 6 inches of snow on the ground. And then I think it's Tuesday night, we have another round that could bring another 3, give or take, inches. Yeah, we might have a long week ahead of us. I don't think we're going to really see any significant melting until Friday. Okay, I've been watching on my phone and I haven't seen the white wheel of death. So alright, I'm gonna go ahead and turn Twitch off on my phone so I can focus here. Alright, let's get going. I think we're gonna actually manage to have a decent stream. Alright, put that back there where I can see. Okay, so totally made Mythic. That's what I was talking about when I first got on, and made Mythic mostly with angels. But here's the thing, when I got to the Mythic level, the meta changed drastically. I started seeing all of those goblin decks again that I saw last, not last season, but the season before. So that would be, so seasons go by month. So this is February, so it would have been December was the last time I was in Mythic. And same thing happened then. Got to the Mythic rank, and sure enough, it was all the meta stuff. So goblins and Paradox Engine. I played several Paradox Engine decks. And so I was really having a hard time just trying out different things. So I had to, I don't know, even my Angels deck that got me there was struggling. So I'm trying to figure out, I don't think I'm going to get very well, I'm not going to get very far play testing, which is what I usually like to do in the ladder. I think I'm going to have to find old faithful decks. This has kind of been one of them. Green, red, and it's based on trample. So it's not the typical aggressive green-red. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to base it on trample, and the card that I base it on, I always forget the name of it. It's the dinosaur that creates more creatures. Is somebody running? Do you think they're running? No, maybe not. They're running elementals, maybe. I don't know. At first, I have actually seen, finally, saw somebody else running the high alert deck that I ran that got me to Mythic 2 seasons ago. I did finally find somebody running that one, so that was kind of neat to see. And we'll keep going. Alright, so we got a good start with land. Let's go here, and then when we go with the Stone Coil Serpent, it'll beef both of those up. And I don't feel the need to get rid of that wall yet. Let's go here. So I'm not too worried about that yet, because we're going to kind of force an attack. So I want to hold off my removal as long as possible. Dual strike. Okay, so this is going to copy the next spell. Is that right? Neoform. Okay. So pretty... Oh, is this going to create a chain? I hate this. How long can it go on? Like, seriously, how long can it go on? Forever? Jeez. Is it is it an infinite combo? Okay. Enters the battlefield, copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new copies. Oh, okay, so they used a mimic, enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature you control. Okay, so they were okay. Interesting. Is that still 6? 6 is 12. I don't know, that might... Are we going to survive? And will it matter? I think we're going to survive, and I don't think it's going to matter, because I don't have any board wipes in this deck. Although if I did, I think we'd be golden. Wow. Well, that was a big fat loss. Oh. All right. I'm not sure what to think about that. I don't know. It's been really weird since getting to the mythic level, trying to figure out what to. I don't know what to judge things on. Like, it's so. I don't know. I think everybody's playing these really fast decks right now. It's either goblins or neoform or the Tybalt. Um, what is that card called? Tybalt's Treachery or whatever it's called. Everybody's trying to win early, which makes me think I might try something. I I want to try something different because what I'm also trying to figure out is, oh, let's try this. So I think the reason why Angels got me through Diamond so well also had to do with matchups. And so I don't think it's necessarily a matter of playing a top tier deck so much as it is finding the deck that's going to hit the matchups. Because top tier decks are they're gonna change, they're gonna rotate at times based on I don't know, just what's working at the moment and what people have found, what the matchups are. Oh, I forgot I was going to try that in this deck. I don't know if it's going to work out too well. I don't know if I like this hand, but I'm going to give it a shot. So I've got a Toski I'm going to go with. That's the card I think that really sets the deck off. The Maze Mind Tome is going to help get us where we need to get. Let's go ahead and scry. Actually, I'll take that. We might need some early removal, although we've got a little bit there as well. See, this feels like it's going to be another fast. Everybody's trying to go so fast, and I've got to figure out. So I don't think it's just finding a deck that. This is what I was trying to say earlier. I don't think it's just a matter of finding a deck that can play with these fast decks. I think it's also a matter of finding a deck that's going to maybe cause the algorithm to give us better matchups. And maybe we'll find some matchups against something that's not always trying to go so fast. Or we'll just figure out how to work with it. I mean, obviously that's one of the two. Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't need a second one of those. I need land. I'd like to get Toski out. I could go ahead and use Assassin's Trophy, but well, see, there's a good place to use it. Haven't seen a feather deck in a long time. I do like the fact that this is something different. I'm a little concerned, but let's see here. Okay, we did get land. That's good. Gosh, I really want to go ahead and get Toski out, but I feel like if we don't get rid of feather soon, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, it's been... I think it was right after it came out that we really saw a lot of it and not much since. Let's see, we'll go here. Actually, I will take a second one of those. Because if I do the foretell, I can cast 2 of them fairly cheap. So I do like that. And see, right now it would take 2 to get rid of that, so... Mm, let's go ahead and foretell. I'm not too desperate yet. Let's just draw. Although I should have waited till my opponent's turn. Sometimes I do struggle with like remembering to actually make good strategic plays. Sometimes I'm not thinking far enough ahead. So I would say from a strategy perspective, I would call that a misplay, even though like there wasn't another play as far as another card to cast, or it wasn't necessarily needed to wait, other than never just give away your move to your opponent. So I guess there's a bit of a chess strategy there. You don't want to just give away your move there. Yeah, I think we don't really have much of a choice but to go ahead and get rid of this if possible. Although it could see a counter spell. If there's a counter spell, we can't cast the second one, but now they could still counter the second one and leave us kind of in a pickle. Okay. Let's do that. This is a lot of work just to get rid of that one creature, but I think in the end... Oh, it gave it indestructible too. Okay, I saw the 1/1 counter. I didn't read far enough to see the indestructible. So that hurt. Yeah, I think the other thing I've noticed is I definitely haven't come across anybody at the Mythic level who's really just like messing around, testing stuff out. I feel like everybody's running efficient decks. Again, the speed, everybody was so far has been trying to win really early or just really efficiently. So, I mean, that kind of just is what it is, unfortunately. Whereas I'm running a lot of decks that I would, if I could get them to what I would consider their maximum efficiency, I would be throwing in a lot more wild cards and putting a lot more resources into some of these decks. But because I build so many decks, I never have enough wild cards to do what I would consider maximizing the efficiency of some of them. And I would say our opponent has definitely maximized theirs. Okay, so we know we have to attack. Toski has to attack every turn. And we know we're going to get a card when he does, assuming there's no response. So let's get the card before we decide on how or if we can handle that. And we don't have enough to deal with that. So that's the game. Not having a ton of success now that we've made it to Mythic. It was great getting here, but got to figure out what we're going to do. Again, I'm kind of hoping to mess around with different decks to see if one can kind of draw out favorable matchups. And also find something that's fun to play and fun kind of regardless of where we land. Win or loss record. I did spend a lot of time last season, maybe early this season too, with that Angel token deck that I haven't played much with in a while. And I've picked up some angels since I worked on this deck, actually. I don't even, come to think of it, I think I did all of this before Kaldheim, didn't I? I think so. I think I did. Okay, so we went... Oh, wow, I have to really remember what the goal with this one was. Because we went... Okay, so Divine Visitation to create tokens here. And enchantments. Oh, I bet we were using enchantments to try to get angels here and to try to get this out. Oh my goodness. I have to really remember. Oh, and because we went with some low cost enchantments, they also counted towards getting that out. Oh, wow. Okay, so was there anything that came up? Okay, so this is an equipment, but oh, it costs so much to make it actually work the way we want it to. Non-creature spells cost one less to cast. The downside of that is that works for everybody. And it's a rare. I only have 3 rare wild cards right now, so I don't think I want to go there. I don't know if the deck does well enough gaining life. I mean, it does have Bishop of Wings, but outside of that, I don't know that it gains life well enough to use Resplendent Angel. Starnheim Aspirant, I have been trying to find a good way to use it. The first time I tried it, I felt like it just didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. But see here, it would only help a few cards. Okay, Glorious Protector enters the battlefield. You may exile any number of non-angel creatures. So that's not going to help a ton. We have the Spirit Dancer and the Starfield Mystic, so that could help some though. I don't know. I don't know if I like it here though. Let's see. Nothing jumps out at me there. Okay, other angels getting +1/+1 and lifelink does seem like it makes a lot of sense. But I also, I don't know, I wonder if I need more those small non-creature spells to trigger and get what we want going there. I don't know. Okay, you only have to gain 4 life with Valkyrie Harbinger. Let's see. Hey, you're back. Didn't do great. I'm actually kind of looking at another deck to maybe try. I'm hoping to find some more favorable matchups. I'm wondering if all these tokens will help. I don't know. I think this one makes a lot of sense because pair with Bishop of Wings, it goes really, really well. I'm even going to throw a couple copies in. I might even cut some other things out to make it work. Oh, and I like this one too. Gives us card draw. Okay, but 81 cards is so much. So we put the Spirit Dancer in to draw cards. But if I had to pick one card to have, what would it be? Well, that depends. So does that question only pertain to Arena, or can I have something in paper? Because if it were paper, I mean, obviously I would go with the most prized card in all of the game, the Black Lotus. But if it were strictly an Arena, I really don't know. One card, because I don't know, I don't know if I could say an Arena. I think I'd have to think about that as a non-Arena question. Okay, so this started out trying to utilize um, enchantments, and then it kind of got away from it. I don't know if I like it the way it is. Let's look at some auras and see. Hmm. Let's just type in aura. That might be an user search. Yeah, I mean, although Black Lotus might be too easy of an answer, but if it, I guess if I can only pick one, I guess that is what I would pick. But I'd love to, be able to pick a lot of things and just go all out. Um, See, I think this makes sense because it could trigger that as well. But now we've got so many cards. Way too many cards. Okay, I'm running. I know the base of the deck is still white, and I think I want to keep it that way. Mm. Okay, so I think it's just a matter of what to cut then. Um, I really like those for card draw, but if I go ahead and keep the Spirit Dancer, I don't need them. Doesn't make as much sense. Those make sense because they trigger Kikar. Shalai is just kind of extra protection. I guess I can keep it. Okay, I like those. 82 cards is so much. Creatures, non-angel creatures. Let's take that out. Let's take that out. 80 is still a lot. How much land do we have? 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 80. I don't like that ratio either. Let's do that. So this is clearly not a strong tier type deck. It is really just it's really just supposed to be fun. Probably a bad idea to play at this level, but I am curious to see if playing something a little more off the wall, off meta, will give us possibly a more favorable matchup. Possibly. Maybe not. Maybe the algorithm will give us somebody else who's playing something very off meta. But again, like I was saying earlier, I've been finding even the people who are playing off meta are playing decks that are running so efficient that it's still hard to keep up when you're just kind of play testing and trying out things. I think the last time I was in Mythic, I think I finished probably in the mid 80 percentile anyway. Oh, another goblins. Oh, this is so... It's not just meta, it's going to be so fast. I don't have board wipes to keep up. It's going to be frustrating. This is going to be frustrating. Will be... I'm going to guess by turn 4, this game could be over. 5 at the latest. I'll be shocked if this goes past turn 5. It's just the way goblins are. Yeah, we're on their third turn. I could see them winning next turn. Oh, there's Muxus. That pretty much means they're going to win next turn. I don't have anything to deal with that at all. Now, granted, part of that's because I just brought a deck that just really isn't capable of dealing with it, and not really capable of dealing with a lot. Which makes me think, I think I'm going to go back to something more control heavy, so that at the very least I know I've got plenty of interaction. This deck, like I said, was just here to kind of have fun and build a bunch of tokens, and doesn't create a lot of interaction. I don't think there's a single, no, that's not true. There is removal, there's Banishing Light and Pacifism. There is some interaction in this deck. Just not a ton. There's no board wipes, nothing like that. Which, to play against the goblins, even a board wipe isn't enough sometimes. Not when they give them haste. Because you can't do it fast enough. Yep, see, now that they've got haste, I mean, it's done. There's just no way out of it. And even if I had board wipes, I can't get stuck on 2 land and be able to deal with this. There's nothing I can do. Why are you only attacking with the 1 creature, though? That's frustrating. I guess because you know I can't do anything. Yeah, there's no point. There's no point. It's about to go off and get crazy, and I almost need to build an anti-goblins deck to really stay competitive. So typically I'm an offensive player, and I typically do prefer to be aggressive and to be offensive. But what I'm finding is in this mythic level meta right now, everybody else is playing so aggressive and offense oriented that I'm having to think more defensively, because my offense is not keeping up with theirs. So let's try this, and I may even tweak it a little bit after this, but this should create maybe some more defense. But like that goblin deck that I just played, that deck almost always wins by turn 5 unless you are prepared to deal with it. And I think that's what I need. And the thing is, you have to, in order to deal with it, you almost have to be able to board wipe at instant speed, which probably the best way of dealing with that is settle the wreckage. But I guess there are other ways. But there's not many. Let's go here. Defense is good. They can't score or make points. Yeah, it just kind of depends on the meta. Let's see. And unfortunately, I think that was the thing I liked about the lower ranks, is the with the exception of Tybalt's Trickery, I did see a lot of these decks, but there weren't a lot of, there we go, there was a lot of mixture as far as the meta goes. It was a much bigger mixture. Now we're getting into such a narrow meta, and I just don't like that, because I don't know, it's just not the way I want to play. I want to see variety. I don't want to have to build for such specific decks. But we're getting to a point where we may have to do that because the meta is just getting so narrow at this level. Hey, a mythic card. Haunting Voyage. I've seen this one. I have to remember what it does, though. Choose a creature type. Return up to 2 cards of the chosen type from your graveyard to the battlefield. If this spell was foretold, return all creature cards of that type. So that could be really good, especially with elves, and if somebody board wiped you. Nice. And we got a pack. We might go open that. Yeah, why not? Let's go open a pack. Oh, we are up to 30 followers, by the way. Only 20 to go before we hit my first goal of 50, which is a requirement to be an affiliate with Twitch. For sure doing a drawing and seriously considering sending out like a token to everybody and then doing a drawing for maybe a more valuable card. And seriously considering signing the token. Does that help in the monetary value at this point? Absolutely not, because my signature means nothing. But there could come a day when it could be still probably not of monetary value, but maybe at least of some value to fans if I ever get big enough to consider that. So. Yeah, we should be getting pretty close to a second pack as well. We win. We don't just need to win, we need to get that quest done. Okay, this is not bad. Let's keep this. I guess the other thing that I could do, besides wiping the board to try to get around decks like goblins and all the aggressive decks, is maybe come in with, again, more instant speed removal, which black is really good at. And red is in a way, as long as it's a small enough creature that red can deal it damage, like a shock or something. It'll get big enough. I mean, I hope so. I hope so. Oh, I forgot I put those in here. I don't know if I like them or not. Let's see. Do I need to get rid of anything yet? I don't think so. So we're going to see... I guess this is just going to be white, aggressive, small creatures and tokens. Lots of tokens. I wonder if we're going to see... Oh, and is it Anointed Procession? Is that the one that creates copies of tokens? I forget the name. Okay, so we're going to take some damage here before we can finally wipe the board. But this deck doesn't do too bad gaining life, so I'm not too worried, because they don't have any card draw at the moment. And so I think once we wipe the board, we're going to be in really good shape. I think this puts us... Now they're going to get, let's see, a token there and a token there. And then this one can create indestructible. So they'll still have some... It's actually not a clean sweep. But not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. go here. So we're not gaining a lot of life at the moment, but ooh, is that, how much is that? Is that enough? Oh, that was almost enough. That hurt. Oh, see, and this is what really stinks. When I start drawing land, I needed a something. I mean, another board wipe would have been the right card, but almost anything would have been better than another land there. Oh, that stinks so bad. Like, this should have been a better matchup. Really should have been a better matchup. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's, oh, that stunk. I don't really think I like Dog Pursuit. It's a little weak. I think I'm going to remove it from the deck and maybe play the deck again. I think that game could have gone better as far as the matchup is concerned. So I like the deck at the moment because at least we didn't have to face goblins again. And I think even then this deck is a little more suited. Even if we were facing that, I just need to tweak it a little bit. I don't like Dog Pursuit at all. It's the card I want to like though. It has some qualities that I want to like. It just isn't quite coming through. Okay, so where is it? Let's take it out. Is there anything that makes a lot of sense to add? Where is... Okay, I don't see the new removal card from Kaldheim that I know I have, so let's see. Where is it at? Okay, so I guess I do have it. I just didn't see it. Doomscar? Is that what it's called? Okay, it's a little further down. Okay, so that's good. Do I still... Okay. I don't know. I'm not real crazy about that anymore, but we'll keep it. I like that. I like that. I like that. I, for the longest time, didn't realize that these work well when there's multiple ones on the field. That they kind of split the difference. At least that's the way I think they work. The last time I saw somebody play them, and I don't know. And last time I played them, it seemed like it was working that way. Okay. So far, I think I like what I see. I can't think of anything. Although every now and then, I like to just double check like some rare and mythics and just see if there's anything that I probably should have that I've overlooked. Now, that's not to say that... I know it's kind of a weird way of looking at it because so many strong cards are not... Like, this is a common. So many strong cards are not rare and mythic, but I still like to glance there once I think I've gotten everything else. Plus, sometimes that helps me think about other strategies and cards as well in a smaller smaller setting, so I don't have to look through so many cards. I seriously may go ahead and spin another rare wild card on another settle, because almost every deck I play them in, I wish I had more than one. Let's do that. Mm. Okay, everything's looking good. I'm going through this kind of fast because I'm just looking to see if anything jumps out at me. Because for the most part, um, this deck is where it's been for a little while, and it's been for a while now. I suppose it's been what I want it to be. Just kind of tweaking it to make sure. Um, it's running kind of efficiently. What is this? Creatures of the creature type of your choice get -3/-3 until the end of turn. I don't know. I like that, but it also can be somewhat limited as well. Oh, I might try. I don't know if I've played since I hit Mythic much of my decks that work with Turgid. Sacrificing and discarding. Might try that. She's just such a fun card. I don't know if any of the decks I've built around her have been particularly good, but she's still a fun card. Alright, let's just run that. We'll go ahead and use one wild card on an extra Settle because I just really like that card. And I think Settle Wreckage might be one of the best cards to deal with goblins. At the very least, it'll slow them down and make them have to attack with one versus their whole, or maybe not one, but it does slow down the amount of creatures they can attack with if they see it coming. Because in Historic, I think a lot of players will pay attention if you've got 4 untapped land, 2 of which are white. They'll know not to swing in with everything. Unless you can figure out how to bait them in. But it still slows them down a little bit, even if they don't swing in with everything. Especially if you've got multiple copies. Oh, what is this going to be? Ooh, I want the card, but I think it's a little early to have it in my hand. Let's go for it anyway. Oh, I don't like seeing blue. Now I got blue-green, so we're going ramp. Emery. Is this going to be... Oh, it's going to be Ugin. I don't like Ugin. Let's get rid of... I think that card's going to be too strong going forward. Let's get rid of that. Scrap Trawler, that's interesting. Now that one has to die to trigger. Oh, I think I probably would have rather gone black there instead. That might be an oops. Okay, let's go here. So the Wanderer, I don't think is going to do me any good as far as preventing non-combat damage, but it's probably going to function as a decoy as much as anything. Okay. Heavy artifacts. Which is always deceiving, because while these artifacts may not do much, they're setting up for Ugin and stuff like that, which is definitely annoying. Alright. What are we, one land away from Lich's Mastery? And the Wanderer did work to decoy there. Oh, yeah, it's about to go off. Whenever you cast a spell, untap all non-land permanents you control. So they're going to get all this mana. And now, does this one let them search? Look at the top card. Yeah. This gets frustrating when these decks get their combos going and you can't stop them. And see, I think I've got these guys figured out. Indie Flatjack. They either do one of two things. They either spend a lot of money to get a lot of wild cards, or they only play one deck, and they use all their wild cards on that one deck. That's my suspicion. Okay. I don't even know what I'm searching for, but I need something. Oh, I really like that, but without land, I can't even cast it yet. And I don't... That's the hard part about this deck, too. It won't do me any good to destroy all land. I don't know if Shalai's good here. Let's go with the Citadel, even though I don't think... I don't think it's going to be as good as I want it to be. I don't know if I'm going to get a land here. And I don't think I've got time either. I think this deck's going to go off and leave me in the dust. Oh yeah. Card draw, land. But see, I guarantee you there's 4 copies of that and 4 copies of that in the deck. So that's 8 mythics right there. I don't know that there would be 4 copies of that one. There's more mythics, rares. So that's the thing. This person either only plays one deck and used all their wild cards on one deck, or they're spending a bunch of money to get wild cards. Okay, do I have enough? I think I better sit on settle just in case. That might be the one thing that saves me here. So we're going to wait. It's going to go off. They're going to have all kinds of... But see, it may not matter if they cast Ugin, because then they're not so much trying to deal me combat damage. Ugin doesn't need combat damage. Yeah, resolve all. I don't want to do... I don't want to cast anything. Every time they cast something, I'm going to have to hit the resolve. Alright, let's see. Might, while we're sitting here waiting for our opponent to twiddle with himself, let's see. Yeah, keep twiddling. Let's see. I want to double check the stream, make sure my internet connection is still good and we're still streaming well. Yes, resolve. Okay, the white wheel is spinning. Let me turn the volume off. I don't know, it's trying to catch up. Oh, I don't think it's doing too bad. I think it's pretty close. Yeah. Oh, so we're just going to keep milling. So that's interesting. I think this is the first time I've seen this deck with a mill strategy. Nothing I can do about that, I suppose. Although I do have a what's it called? Cleansing Nova somewhere, but it won't do me any good if I don't get to my turn. Well, I have to get to my turn and draw it, so probably not going to do me any good. So this is the worst part about these type of decks, is you just have to sit here and twiddle, and I hate that part of it. I think that's why I like aggressive decks so much, is even when my opponent's playing, like, I'd rather play against goblins than I would this. I hate just sitting here. I feel like this is not how Magic was intended to be played. And I know that sounds awful, because I hate it when people say that about other strategies, or I hate when people say that best of one is not Magic or anything like that. So I hate saying that. But I don't know, especially online. Like, it's a little bit different if you're in person because there's interaction. But even then, it's boring in person too. Like, this is just so awful. I feel like the game is supposed to be interactive, not just somebody twiddling with themselves. Is that maybe just my saltiness? Yeah, possibly. Well, we sat through it. I guess that's the other thing. We didn't have to sit through it, so we sat through it though. I don't know. The other thing I thought about that deck was, had we been playing something aggressive, I feel like we would have won. Like, there wasn't a lot of creatures to deal with. There wasn't a lot of removal to deal with. It was just they were setting up a combo, and they were able to set it up on us. So that's always frustrating when somebody just sets up a combo and nothing you can do about it. Alright. Let's scry. Nope, don't want that early game. That is a late game card for sure. I almost want to cut it, but it's also one of those cards that I'm like, well, I like it, so I'm going to play it because I like it. Which I may do more of. I may go find some decks. So our opponent's going to try and make us discard. Oh. Okay, we're going to get discard right off the bat here. Okay, I like that. I like that too, but I don't think I need it yet. It's a little early for that. Okay, so they could just remove this, but until they do, it's going to help us not be targeted to discard. So that does help us. But my guess is mono black, yeah. Figured there'd be some removal coming pretty quick. And now I don't have anything but land. Oh, this is so frustrating. It's amazing how annoying the decks are at this level, too. It's like, it's one thing to lose, but it's another thing to lose to all of the annoying decks. Whoa. Like, I really wish I was playing down at, like, I don't know, silver. I want to go play with the people who play less annoying decks. Alright. Oh, and I can't even play that, which means they're going to get it. Yeah, I'm not doing this. Okay, well that didn't give us any good matchups. Let's go see what else we can come up with. Might as well switch it up. See what else we got. Maybe run Liliana's contract or something weird, something fun and strange, maybe. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't matter what I run. Everybody's running their top tier decks here, which I mean, I can't blame them, but it's just not that interesting to me. Okay. And nobody's playing the game to appease my interest. I do realize that. All right. I need to start naming some of these because I can't remember what they were all supposed to be. I better do that. So this was my latest attempt at wolves, but I don't want to mess with this until next season when I'm at a lower rank, because it's completely from scratch and needs a lot of work. Same thing with this one, was my attempt at a foretell deck, which needs a lot of work. I don't want to play with it right now. What was this? Was this a landfall? I think this was a landfall deck. I went on a building spree the last few days. I can't even remember. Yeah, this was landfall. And it needs a ton of work as well. I don't want to play it right now. I want to play things that are a little bit more put together. Oh, this was Brawl. Maybe that's what I should do now that I've made. Although I hated the Brawl game that I played the other day because somebody was playing a top tier deck there, and I'm like, it's Brawl. It's supposed to be casual. Like, there's not even a ladder for Brawl. Like, that was super annoying. Okay, this is... I don't know what to call it, but I guess we'll call it Turgid. I might play this one real quick. And then come back and continue naming all the decks I've built recently. Okay, where did it go? There. Let's try it out. I think we're just going to have to get low enough in the Mythic tier now to find some other people that are playing jank. If we lose enough games, we'll find some decent matchups, is what I'm hoping. So I'm just going to keep playing what I enjoy playing, because I don't have top tier decks, because I don't build top tier decks. I only build fun decks. So here we go. Okay. And again, I do believe people at this level, watching the amount of, like, that last opponent who had like 8, 12, probably mythics just in what we saw, and maybe more. I'm actually going to hold that one. I think one's enough to kind of slow things down. But I want to get Turgid out and then use that if possible. Let's go here. So anyway, my suspicion is they're only building one deck, maybe two, and just dumping all their wild cards into them. Which is fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just kind of figuring that's probably what's happening, because there's no way, as many decks as I build, I could do that without spending a lot of money. Let's go here. Okay, hopefully we draw a land next turn. If not, I think we'll still be okay. Okay, so what are they going to put on the battlefield? Okay, not bad. We can live with that. Oh, it blinks it and does it again. Interesting. And then, oh, I feel like they kind of got lucky there, though. Not only getting to blink it, but then getting another one. Oh, but now they can blink it each turn. Okay. Hopefully we survive long enough to activate Turgid, and maybe we can get in on some of this action here. I don't know, but this is about to get blinked again. I feel like every deck we're coming up against is running at its peak efficiency, and I am not. It's like they're all doing what they are meant to do. And mine are just sitting here waiting to kind of get things going. I feel like I'm always trying to get something going. Spark double. Okay. Alright, where do we start? Let's go here. Okay, take action. Draw a card. Oh, that won't be good enough next turn, but it might come in handy. If we survive this turn, that's going to come in handy later. Okay, that's actually up to one called top of your library. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I've got 2 blockers, so depending on what happens, we should survive. And then I may just need to leave open enough mana to cast Settle the Wreckage. We might get out of this. Maybe. If these are counterspells, we're toast. There's no way out. Whoops, no, don't do that. If those are counterspells. Because then the settle doesn't go through and we're stuck, which I'm almost willing to bet they are. Ooh, very interesting. Ah, okay. I don't think we have a choice but to make an attempt at Settle the Wreckage, but I'm willing to bet those are counterspells and it doesn't matter what we do. I think we are dead right here because our opponent has a counterspell in hand. Well, let's see it. What are you waiting for? Oh, it's not a counterspell. It's getting rid of... So they're exiling non-angels until the protector leaves the battlefield. Okay, so now the protector has to stay on the battlefield. Interesting. Oh, this is interesting. So now we don't want to force them to sacrifice a creature. Let's see. Alright, let me think here. How am I gonna keep them from... So everything's gonna come back if that stays, but I also can't just sit here and take the damage from it either. I can take it for a couple of turns, though. I can take it for a couple of turns. But all they got to do is come up with some way to blink it. Do they have a way to blink it? Because all it's got to do is leave the battlefield, and that's the game. There's no way I can finish this off if this. Okay, that's interesting. Now I've got to outrace 2 of those, and there's no way that's happening. Could I? Oh, I wonder if I could force them to mill out by doing that. I don't know, but let's try it. Let's see if that would work. What if they mill themselves out with those triggers? That would be cool, but I don't know if it works that way or not. We're going to find out. How cool would that be? All I gotta do is not draw a card, though. But I do draw. Will they draw? Oh, I'm gonna draw first. Oh, it's gonna get me first, isn't it? So they're gonna mill out. But because of Liliana, I'm gonna have to draw a card, and I'll be milled out as well. Because they don't have anything that's gonna force them to draw a card. Oh, it's gonna get me. Well, it's not the worst way to go out. So oh, they're gonna win with the Oracle. Okay. If they didn't have the Oracle, I was gonna lose anyway. Okay, that was entertaining at least. That was at least entertaining. Again, it's another deck that's running. So, as efficient as these decks are running, I have to feel like, and again, this is not a huge criticism, I'm not against net decking, but it also feels like it's like a net decking bonanza in Mythic right now. It's like they're all just the same tiered or net decked, like not a lot of attempts at doing much in the way of something new or different. It's interesting. I like the I enjoy making it to the Mythic level, but I have learned I don't like playing at the Mythic level. I just don't find it as entertaining. And it's not just losing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not crazy about the losing. But, like if I could win, I mean, I'd like to win more for sure, but I wouldn't have to win a ton more. But I can even stand losing to, you know, something interesting. And that last deck, I will say, was at least oh, Shrine. See, this is so outplayed, overplayed, whatever. Like, Shrines, really? We've seen this, we've done this. I saw a ton of this early on, which is why I started putting Cleansing Nova in every deck, and I don't know if I've got it in this deck or not. Because I kind of quit thinking about it for a little while, which I shouldn't have, because now we're back to seeing it. Okay, we could go Doom Foretold though. That will help a little bit with the shrines. Rankle, interesting. So maybe it's not a shrines deck per se? I don't know. Let's go Liliana just because I don't know how long it's going to be before we get that much land. Yeah, let's get rid of that creature. That's going to hurt. I'll wait on that. Yeah, 1 damage right now is not too bad. Though it's not great. Okay, so we needed the land. I don't like that it's tapped, but let's go ahead and take another as well. Let's go Doom Foretold. Just to slow things down a bit. Interesting. I'm not planning on drawing a lot of cards. I wonder if they're also running, what is it, Into the Abyss? No, I don't need that. No, don't need that. Okay, hopefully they don't have any just straight removal. Because I would really like to have Turgid on the field next turn. Oh, haphazard bombardment. Interesting. So that we could lose Turgid, but we don't know. 3 damage to each opponent. Yikes. Alright, let's take it. Because if Turgid survives this bombardment, okay, good. Alright. Let's go here. We'll take care of... We'll get the giant. I think we want to go here. Okay. We still only have 4 life, which is not great. Not great at all, but we are creating a little bit of offense now. Oh. Alright, but we still have the giant on our side. Okay, not for long. Okay, let's do that. And the bombardment. Let's go there. This might work out. Yes, let's go here. Oh, so it was just land, but we'll take it. And then we'll take whatever this is. Oh, this has been good so far. Choose 4. Okay, let's go there. that the world? Yes. Okay. I really don't know where this is going to end up. Guess we'll go there. Oh, I'm not crazy about that. Ooh. Okay, I didn't see that coming. I think we had a. I think we were more likely to lose. Returns to its owners. Okay. Because I can't attack or I would have been attacked. Okay. So we'd have gone the next turn. They could have dropped this, still left this on the board, attacked with it because I'd have to block it, and I'd be running. I was going to run out of stuff to do. I'm pretty sure I would have lost that game had our opponent just stuck with it. Pretty sure we were going to lose. And we got the win. Needed that. I do like the way this deck plays. It is fun. If it's not in my favorites, it needs to be now. Oh, internet maybe slowed down. Maybe too much snow out there right now. I guess I really need to go find green and blue. Okay, so let's see. First off, yes, this needs to go to favorites. Is there anything I want to back out of my favorites? That one. For now. Okay, that's green and blue, and then, oh, what is this? Oh, this is the one I just imported that time. That I'm not actually using. Is this Berserkers? What a weird deck. This is so weird. I mean, it's really built to function around one card. And I don't know that it does that really well. Do I only have one copy of that? I think so. Interesting. It's such an odd deck. Berserker. The other thing is, it's, again, like all the other ones I've been building lately, it hasn't gotten to the stage where I've started adding in the, interaction, the removal, things like that. It's such an early stage that there's no point in playing it at Mythic right now. Everybody's bringing their A game. And so a deck like that that's so early, not worth it. Is there anything else? There's another one I don't have named. Got so many unnamed. This one, oh, this was going to be my attempt at a vehicles deck. Do I have enough of those now? Okay, how many? Interesting. Maybe I should tweak this a little bit. I wonder what else I've picked up lately. Okay. One for each dwarf equipment and/or vehicle you control. Sacrifice 2 treasures. Interesting. I don't know if I like this at all, but it's interesting. Okay, so 72 is way too many. First off, before I forget, the whole point was to name it. Alright, so vehicles, and definitely want that. Maybe that, but probably not 2 copies. Attacks with a 1/1 counter on it. That's not bad. I'd like to see what that one can do. Even that's not bad. Don't I have more copies of that? No. Okay. Okay. Velocity counter has 2 or more velocity counters on it. Sacrifice it and draw 2 cards. Very interesting. Okay, good. Not great, but good. Not great, but good. I feel like there's so many not great, but good cards. And I'm like, Oh, I forgot we did 7 dwarves here too. Because we were trying to mix dwarves and vehicles because they go together. But I don't have some of the stronger dwarf cards either. Oh, here we go. Other dwarves get +1/+0. Magda fits this really good. Enchanted or equipped? No. No. Alright, interesting. Okay. I think if I'm going to run 7 dwarves, I can cut a lot of creatures, probably. I do like drawing cards. I like those. Let's go there. Can't be blocked by artifact creatures. Okay, I don't care. Yeah, that probably makes more sense. Oh, I don't know if I'm crazy about the curve. So there's no way that vehicle deck's going to do any good right now, but I might try it out just for funsies. What else do I have that's not named? Did I finally name everything? No. What is this? I don't know what this is. Obviously it's mono green, but what is it? Is it mono green and landfall? Yes. But I don't think I like it. I don't think I'm even going to keep it. Okay, I'm getting rid of that. Delete. Graveyard, fight, historic. Okay, I think this is landfall as well. Let's see, explorer? Oh, is this explorer landfall? Don't I have another one of those? I got 3 of those. So this is exploring and landfall. Interesting. It does have a little bit of removal, but it's really just trying to, I think, go fast. Huh. I don't know if it's good, but might try it. It needs some work, I think, but... Okay, I at least have everything named now. Oh, there's another landfall. Okay. Where'd that explorer go? Let's give that a shot. I kind of wonder if maybe we throw in like settle the wreckage, a few things like that, just to help protect this deck in case it gets in trouble. That maybe we could run this. Hey, yes, I am playing at Mythic very poorly. Oh, playing at Mythic and oh, Schmidt 97. Good night, this is a horrible hand. Let's do, okay, this is not any better. We'll keep this, even though this isn't good either. Get rid of that. And that. Yeah, it's been very bittersweet. So hey, Rhino! Nice. So yeah, I'm at the mythic level, um, but yeah, platinum killed me last season for sure. But what I'm finding is it's bittersweet because it was a lot of fun getting here, and I'm really, really, you know, oh, I should have not done that. That was a misplay. That should have went and tapped. Hit the wrong button. Okay, so it's really great getting here. But now that I'm at Mythic, I'm hating the competition because it's not just that it's uber competitive, which is a little frustrating because I like to play test and try different things, and you just can't hardly do that here. You get stomped on. But it's either one of two things. It's either super fast and aggressive, or it's even if it's not fast and aggressive, everybody's running super efficient decks that all it seems like they're always doing what they're trying to do, and I feel like I'm always like I'm missing a piece or don't quite have the right card, and it feels like everybody else has everything they need every time. So it's been a little frustrating playing at this high level, but it was still really cool to get here. Really exciting. I think it was either Friday. I think it was Friday. It might have been yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I forget. But it was just in the last day or two that we got to the mythic level. But yeah, interesting. Okay, what's going on? Everything looks good. My guess is maybe Schmidt had to take a bathroom break because I don't. How bad could his hand be? He's got all of his land drops, Krinko. So solid card on the field, plenty of cards in hand, and made all of his land drops so far. So I have no idea why there'd be a problem here. So either Schmidt's internet went out or Schmidt had to go to the bathroom because he's not playing anything. We might take home a luxury win here without really getting to see what we can do. Although I think we were actually about to start doing something good here. Scoot Swarm was going to get triggers. The only thing is I'm realizing I don't have any card draw here. But this deck does eventually get some, so. Okay, I mean, I don't mind the easy win, but I hate we have to just sit here and stare at the screen waiting for the win. But we'll take it. I mean, it gets me up a percentage point. Usually you get up a percentage point each win, or down each loss. Okay. Oh, he's back. And targeted himself with removal. That was weird. Okay, let's go here for now. That was really strange. Okay, why go through the timers if you're just gonna concede? I guess just hoping that I would concede first. And I need an easy win, so I'm not gonna concede. I need the easy win. I'm taking that. Oh, I'm taking that. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to run this deck. I've played so many different decks tonight. Just trying to find some fun things to do because the competitive stuff that I was running earlier, it wasn't competitive anymore. And so I'm just trying out all kinds of different things to see what kind of. I'm also interested to see what kind of matchups I land in. Because like I said, so I played. Oh, I clicked on the wrong button there. I played mostly Angels to get through Diamond. Excuse me, to get to Mythic. But what I found was as soon as I got into the Mythic rank, my Angels were starting to bomb. This evening I've been on hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour and a half. So my Angels deck, which had been doing so good, it got me to Mythic, and then it bombed. And it bombed hard enough that now I'm just looking around to see what else to play. But I'm going to run that Explore deck again that I just tried and see what it does. Also, I need to finish up my quest. I got 750 gold coins that I need to get. And an hour and a half is a long time to not have gotten my quest done yet. I need to pay more attention to that. Also, if I get the quest done, I should also get enough experience points to move me along the mastery path, and we've got one more pack to get tonight. At least one more. So that would be great to open a pack tonight. Full Metal Genesis. Interesting. I'm always interested in the names. Okay, this is fine. This is not great, but I've got 2 cards in hand that I can play for sure, and then 2 more that only cost 3. And so with 2 land, we should be in good shape. And I don't have anything to play turn 1, and so it's actually a good time to have a land that's going to come into play tapped, and we'll scry. So I don't mind my starting hand. I just be interested to see what our opponent starts with, see if they are going to be running something super efficient like I feel like everybody has been. But, I mean, I guess what do I expect being at the highest level of the game? I don't know why I thought I was going to get to the highest level and not be entering into a world of heavy competition, but oh my gosh, is this another person that's gone to the bathroom on us or something? What's the deal? Full Metal Genesis, where are you at? Oh, this is nuts. I guess we'll see if we can mess around with our pet. And then we'll click on ours. And we'll click on theirs. And we'll click on ours. Oh wait, they're ready, finally. Maybe. Something happened. It looked like they finished a mulligan, maybe? No? Did you guys see that? I thought I saw something happening. Oh, yes, they finally finished their mulligan. Okay, here we go. What happened? It clicked and didn't go. Okay, so scry, we're going to keep the land. So we'll keep that on top. We are good to go. Ooh, snow. This is, I think, I could be wrong, but I think it's the first time I've seen snow in Mythic. I did see a fair amount of it before that on the way here. Okay. Let's go Scoot Swarm first. And no attacks. So hopefully we start making copies next turn. Is this mono green? Interesting. Okay, so far we're up against... So elves. We're going to be playing against elves, it looks like. Okay. So let's go find a... Oh, this is going to be good. If we find... Let's go find a plains. We're going to get our Divine Visitation out early. And then all of these tokens from Scoot Swarm are going to become angels. And that's going to be fun. And the only thing is green, they probably have enchantment removal, so it might not stick around very long. But it's going to be fun when it happens. Okay. And we've got some blockers here, so we're good there. Okay, so we'll go here, and then the next land we play, we'll begin creating an angel. No attacks yet. So if one or more creature tokens would be created under our control, we create that many 4/4 angel creatures. So now we just have to outpace this mess. Which so far they don't have card draw. Okay. So we can handle taking 12, I think. Or should we go ahead and... I think we'll go ahead and block one more. Yeah, let's go ahead and block. Google's trying to help me find something. Okay. What have I got? Is that 4? I'm trying to count my land. I can't see. Okay, I think there's 4 there. So I think we could go here. Yes. So we'll go here first. Then here. So we'll create a token there, and then another token here. Another 2 tokens, actually. Okay. So the downside is we're losing everything because we're having to block. I've got almost enough damage on board to swing in, but I'm having to block. So we may yet end up in a pickle. Yeah, because I don't have a choice but to block. Okay. Although I may not block as many this time, just to leave a couple open. Let's go here. I did not need to draw land on my draw for the turn, though. That kind of stinks. Now there's too many. I can't even block enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if we leave Scoot Swarm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's still too much damage. Well, we kind of did what we wanted to do, but they were just too wide for us. I think against most decks, having all those flying angels would have been really good. But they just got too many. They went too wide. Too many creatures out there. Couldn't handle that many. So that was a little frustrating. But this deck started trying to do Explore, and I haven't actually gotten to trigger any Explore yet. So I'd kind of like to try that one more time. And we're making a little bit more progress on our quest, which again is going to give us, I think, enough XP to open this pack, as well as the gems, or gold rather. So let's try again. All right. See what we've got here. AIM. Wait. Isn't that the name of the organization in Iron Man 2? I think we're going up against a villain. Alright, let's see. We'll keep this hand. I've got a playable card and really a second playable card, which should help me get where I need to be for those. So actually we're starting off with a similar hand to our last game, which didn't go bad, it just didn't go great either. I mean, we built the board we wanted to build, it just so happened that our opponent had a bigger board. But did what we wanted to do. Okay, so they're going enchantments with Constellation. So whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a land card from among them and put that card into your hand, which they're about to do. Okay. So they're going to be playing... I'm still not sure what exactly that deck is trying to do yet. Let's go ahead and get a Scoot Swarm down. Maybe we can get our board wide early and maybe get the advantage there. Okay, they're exiling stuff from my graveyard, which I don't care about because this deck doesn't interact with the graveyard. Was that destroy target permanent? Yes, okay. So they're probably taking out Scoot Swarm, that's fine. Okay. Let's just do another one. Why not? So I'm kind of thinking maybe they're going to go heavy on sagas. So far, this seems like a relatively unique deck. I don't think I've seen anything quite like it. They're ramping, I guess. There's a lot of land. Although I missed a land drop myself. Okay, so now we've got a card that's done foretell. Okay, we have to cultivate because we're missing land. We're behind. Let's just go both forests because I've got enough there. Okay, and since putting a land on the field doesn't count as my land drop for the turn, I get to also place that one. So let's go here. So I can play an additional land. So let's put this in the graveyard. Okay, I don't have an additional land though, so that's fine. Let's attack. Okay, so we'll swing in with this because that blocks were good. Okay. Got him down to 16. Is there something big coming? I don't know. I'm very unfamiliar. Oh, well, that's big. Cleared the board. But I'm still pretty unfamiliar with this deck. I don't know what they're doing for sure. Alright, let's go here. There's no blue, so no counterspell. That's good. There's got to be something big. It feels like they're trying to ramp into something. Oh, I got rid of my Divine Visitation. I needed that. Okay, we'll go here. We'll try to go wide again. Let's go here and get some extra life. We might need it. For a forest card. So they're still building up a large mana base. So they're looking to play something big. It's just been an odd way of getting there. I haven't seen very many decks like focus on enchantments like this to get where they're going. Let's go here. Okay, fortunately they don't have much as far as cards in hand right now. Okay, so we get a forest and a plains, right? Okay, the landfall gives us that. We'll go here. I guess we'll swing in for one because we can. Okay, so we've got stuff on board. We'll see what our opponent has. Okay, that doesn't hurt anything on board. Okay, they didn't do anything to hurt our board. Okay. Although, I'm fearing there could be a board wipe coming, which is why I'm a little hesitant to put this down. Let's cultivate for now. So we'll gain a little bit of life. and then we'll just swing in. Okay. Interesting. So, I really want to play Ashaya because this is a really strong card, but again, I know there's a decent chance they could be sitting on a board wipe. So I'm trying to be patient. Ooh, ultimatum. I knew something big was coming. So any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. So all those enchantments are coming back. Okay, so destroy a permanent. That's going to destroy a permanent. So I'm going to lose. It's not a board wipe in a single card, but it's going to cost me a lot of stuff. And they're going to go get land. But see, I think by being patient, I'm not sure they're going to have a lot to deal with anything next turn. Because they haven't really done a lot. I don't know. This is still a strange deck. Okay, so let's go here. That gives us a big body on the field. Go here and here. So we still have a chance going into next turn with decent creatures. I don't know if any of these triggers are going to affect our board. And they're going to throw down a ton more land, but I don't know, unless they're sitting on another board wipe, which would hurt for sure. I don't know what they're going to do other than put a bunch of land on the battlefield. Just such a strange deck, which I appreciate. I guess this, I'll say this. This has been the biggest change from the meta as far as finally getting to see something different. So I do like the interaction here. It's been very different. Okay, so there could be a way for our opponent to deal with it, but we've got to try. Okay, yeah. Not a big surprise, but I mean, we couldn't not attack. We had to try. Now I just hate that I'm stuck on land. I mean, yes, I'll get a life gain from the landfall, but I need something else on the board. Oh, Death Touch. So interesting. So now, I bet they're going to go get another ultimatum and do it all over again. And while it's, I don't want to say it's not strong, it is strong. It's not like win the game in one turn type of strong. It will probably put us in such a bad situation that we don't come out of it. I don't know. Why are you stalling now? Is the decision that hard? You only got 2 cards in hand. Outside of the land. Oh. That ends the game. Okay. So I sacrifice a permanent or discard a card or lose 3 life. And they cast it for 34. That's what all that land was for. And all those cards that didn't really do anything, they were stalling. All of that was to stall to this point. And there's nothing we can do about that. I don't have 34 permanents to discard or sacrifice. And then you got to start taking 3 life for each time you can't sacrifice or discard. So, in a way, that was still a fairly meta deck because that card has been showing up in meta decks for a little while now. But it was still, I don't know, it was still different. Somewhat meta, though. I don't know. It felt like we had a chance, but I'm not sure if we really ever did. Too much control. Yeah. Hey, we got our quest done though, and we can go open that pack. Let's take care of that. And then I'll go find something different to play, because even if we're just going to keep facing meta decks, I'm still playing some different stuff. Okay, if you control 3 or more snow permanents, it deals 3 damage instead. So for only 1, that's a pretty good card if you're in red and you can just run snow lands. It's not bad at all. Oh, and an extra wild card. That's good. That's good. Okay. Alright. So Explorer was kind of fun, but it fizzled out. Let me think. What else? What about elves? I haven't run my elves in a little while. Although I'm also debating on going back to maybe creating 2 different elf decks. Maybe one mono green and then another keeping with the black and green. Which this one is almost just splashing black. It's fairly heavily mono green itself. I don't know. I don't really think I want to play it. I kind of still want to try something different. Oh, there's another deck I need to name. I'm not going to worry about it right now. You know, I haven't played Gates in a long time. A long time. Winning with, what's it called? Maze's End is always fun. I only have 2 copies still. I don't even have any Mythic. I don't even have any Mythic wild cards. I'd almost go get another one. Okay, do I have enough to stall? Because that's the thing this deck has to do. So I've got Time Wipe. I really don't have a lot of cards in here to stall to get there. Alright, how am I going to get there? I mean, we can ramp fairly quickly. We're such heavy green. There's no board wipes. We did go Time Wipe, but I need more than just... I need more board wipes, I think, if we're going to get there. Let's see. And I think it's going to have to be white. Destroy all. Let's go Cleansing Nova, Doomscar. Shatter the Sky. Let's go there. Now we'll give this a shot. Because ultimately, if we can win with Maze's End, that's the most fun way to win with this deck. Alternate win cons are a lot of fun, but winning with land just land is the best. Yep, we'll keep this. Now, if we end up playing against goblins, we're done. We're just not even going to play it. We're going to concede right away because we're not going to be able to gain enough life to keep up for sure. Like, that is just the ultimate bad matchup. Most other matchups will be okay because all we have to do is stall until we get land going. And we'll keep going. I don't want to play this yet because it's not going to trigger until we have 6 lands. So even though I can play the Dragon Master Outcast, it's just going to be a target for removal right now. Okay, that's fine. Oh, Euro's supposed to get banned tomorrow from, I think we already know it's getting banned from, is it Pioneer, Modern, Vintage, and is it Historic too? I think it might be Historic as well. This might be the last time we see Euro, which I actually run Euro. I'm kind of disappointed. Kind of. Not too much. Okay, so we can get a basic land or a gate. I guess we'll just go here. Oh, but that actually wasn't a great choice because to win with Maze's End, I need my gates to be different names, and I've already got an Azorius Guild gate. I need a different one, so that was kind of an oops. That was kind of an oops. Okay, we'll go here. So, you know, I said if we came up against goblins, something that aggressive, we would just bail. Now we're coming up against something just the opposite that's not aggressive, and I'm thinking this could be a good matchup. I mean, unfortunately, we just had to deal with a counterspell, which is going to slow us down. But at some point, like, the cool thing is you can't counterspell lands. And so if we just stall long enough, that's, I think the really cool thing about Maze's End is once it gets going, I mean, you can counterspell things that go get lands, but you can't counterspell the land itself. Okay. So let's go here because this will trigger when our land comes in. So we get a life and a card. Okay, so is this going to be, is it elves with extra card draw from the Keeper of Fables? Don't see too many people running Keeper of Fables anymore, or ever. I don't know. And it's not a bad card, but it's kind of wonky. He calls 5 for a 4/5. I don't know. Okay, Brazen Borrower. That's typical. Okay. Card draw. Alright, it feels a little early, but I also am not worried about a counterspell, so I think I might go ahead and get these off the board. And let's go ahead here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've got enough that this will trigger now. It triggers on our upkeep though, but it will trigger. So this might help us stall. Okay. Interesting. So our opponent's digging, trying to ramp, trying to draw cards. Still looking for stuff. Okay, I don't see them doing anything. Okay, so we get a dragon. Not bad. Okay. Now we'll go search for another land. That will give us... Did I do it again? I totally did it again. I can't believe I did that. I went and got another land that has the same name. Okay, I just shot myself in the foot twice, and if I lose the game because of that, that will be frustrating. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 lands total, and 2 of them aren't going to count towards Maze's End when I find it. And I need... So to win with Maze's End, I keep talking about it, I've got to have 10 gates, but they all have to be different names. And so I've got... Oh, and there it is. Okay. So let's go here. And then here, although this might get countered, but that's okay. I'm almost sure it's going to get a counter spell here. Oh, it didn't. That is kind of odd. Okay. And then let's put this on the battlefield. We'll wait on that. Might as well attack. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 with different names. We've got 1 in hand makes 7. We can search for an 8th. So if we hit our land drops, we're about 2 turns, maybe 3 turns away. So if we can hold out for another 2 or 3 turns, it just kind of sneaks because I would probably be 1 turn away had I not misplayed when I went and searched for that one and that one earlier. I would be about a turn away from getting the win. And now I'm more like 3. Because if those were different names, I could drop this one next turn and trigger Maze's End, and I think that would be enough unless I miscounted. And our opponent is still just searching for stuff, which is kind of interesting. Okay, still searching for land. Let's go ahead and cycle this and see if we can draw something good ourselves. Okay. Might as well go here. Get the trigger. Wait, I don't want to do that because then I won't be able to pay for... I need to pay for Maze's End. Or you know what? It's not going to work this time anyway. I might not pay for it. I might actually do this because I can search for a land when Golos comes out. And make sure I grab another land. Okay. So I've set up the win. Again, it would have been, I think it would have been this turn or next for sure had I played it better earlier. But now there's 1, that doesn't count because it's not a gate. 2, that doesn't count either. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I've got 8 9, and then I'll search for one with Maze's End. And I think the one I search for counts, if I remember right. Okay, so that'll pretty much clear the board. But since all we're doing is stalling, not too worried. Okay. Yeah, not too worried here. Okay, so there's that trigger. Oh, let's go here. Okay, so Euro actually lets me play another land. So I can play this one as well, and then pay for Maze's End. Unless it gets countered, which there's 2 open mana, so it could get countered. Okay, well, I have to pay 3? 1, 2, I think I will. 1, 2. Does that leave me enough? I hope that leaves me enough. Oh, I don't know if it's going to leave me enough. Yes, pay the 3. Okay, so I've got to pay 1 or that one. So I've got to pay. Oh, I'm gonna be 1 short of triggering Maze's End, I think. So I've got to make it 1 more turn just to trigger it. All right, just in case, let's go ahead and just foretell that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, but essentially I'm just staying alive 1 turn now. And then we trigger Maze's End. So that's pretty much all I'm doing is staying alive 1 turn and we're good. Which I don't think there's any way our opponent can kill me in 1 turn now. I think the game is in hand. Okay, that doesn't change anything. I mean, they're clearly going to try and play it out at the moment. But I don't know how I don't win. I don't think that does it. I mean, they pretty much would have to have land destruction, which not very many people play. Although I did play against a land destruction deck the other day, and it was so annoying. So very annoying. I lost to it, by the way. It was bad. Very bad. Okay, that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, none of that means anything. We should be golden. Doesn't matter. Unless I did really bad math, I should have the 10 that I need. I'm just going to put that one down just in case. Oh, that wasn't even the right one, but it doesn't matter. Alright, where's it at? Alright, we're going to return Maze's End to our hand, search our library for a gate card, put on the battlefield, then shuffle our library, and if I control 10 or more gates with different names, I win. Okay, that's a different one. There it is. That was it. Oh, it's so crazy that I pulled that deck out after all this time and it won right out of the gate, especially after having so much trouble at this rank. The downside is that took forever. Now granted, it wouldn't have taken as long had I not misplayed those 2 lands where I grabbed lands I already had. But that took forever. Waiting on the server now. And again. Alright, what do we get? My card that I don't even remember because I never use it. And then the next thing we get is card style that I don't care about. Alright, well, as fun as that was, I'm kind of curious if I've got something else laying around that might be really good to play that I haven't played in a while. Enchant. I like the party. I might try it again. It's been a while since I've played that. Okay, so Death Touch. The only thing is everybody's running the poison counter Death Touch. I don't really want to do that. But I might run that one. I haven't run this one in a while. It's a lot of fun. So this one, I'm trying to remember if there's anything new that makes sense here. I don't think there is anything new. Let's just double check. We'll go call time, and then we'll go draw. Let's see. Death Touch, blah blah blah. Discard, draw cards. Target opponent discards 2 cards. That doesn't really help. We actually want our opponent to draw cards, and then we want to punish them for it. Yeah. Let's see. Is there? Let's go player draw. See if there's anything else. But let's take off call time. Draw a card. See if there's anything else that maybe targets a player. Each opponent discards 2 cards. That doesn't help. I don't know. I think we've probably got everything that really works here. Yeah, might run it just like it is because I don't think there's anything else. Oh, each player. Okay, whenever Howling Golem attacks or blocks, each player draws a card. That's not bad, but I don't know if it fits the deck as well. It's not bad though. I know. We'll run it like it is. Okay, so again, the goal here is to punish our opponent for drawing cards and then help them draw cards to punish them some more. And hopefully win the game that way. Alright. Chosu 562. Okay, we got 2 land, not bad. They're 1 black, 1 white will help us cast those things. These I don't like in my opening hand because they cost way too much, but having those 2 early I think is fine. Because we should get card draw early. Unless we're playing against blue and we have to deal with counter spells. Nope. Red. Oh, I hope it's not mono red. That would stink. We'll soon find out. Because a shock can... Or magma spray. Yeah, mono red. I don't know if we can handle mono red. I don't think this deck is built for that. And this is a bad draw anyway. Not the worst draw, but not a good one either. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. I need to get this on the battlefield as soon as possible. Interesting. Going old school with the Goblin Chain Whirler. Alright, so now we're starting to punish them for drawing cards, but not really doing enough damage yet. We need more. Okay, we're not going to pay for that. We don't need to. We'll go here. So the good thing about this one is it's going to benefit us whether it stays on the field or not. Because now they're going to take damage from drawing a card, and we're going to draw a card, which we need to anyway. Oh, did it get exiled? Oh, it got exiled, so it didn't die, which therefore means we don't get the benefit. Well, that stinked. Stinks? Oh, everything just went offline. Did it really? Well, now I have to go look. Let's see. Oh, now it says I'm back online. Okay, everything said I was offline there for a second. Okay. So I'm going to take 2 life. Okay, good. Did you get the white wheel or anything? Because it totally told me everything just shut down, and then, I don't know. It was weird. Okay, so I can block one. I can't block both. I don't have enough mana to crack this. I'm dead. Oh, well, there you go. I was dead anyway. Yeah, that was a horrible matchup. Okay, so it just nothing happened on your end. It just happened on my end. That was just so weird. I just looked up and everything said offline, and I kind of freaked out for a second. Okay, that was a horrible matchup. I want to play that deck again. I like the deck, and I think that is the struggle with mono red, and why it always ends up being so strong is if it's not a matchup that's favorable against mono red, like so many matchups just aren't favorable against excuse me, against mono red. Like I was saying, Gates, that was definitely a matchup. If I'd have saw mono red, I'd have bounced for sure. Kyle's BCN. Interesting. Okay, so 2 black is not great. The cheapest thing I have is black and red, so that really won't work. I don't know. Yeah, and I used to really enjoy playing mono red. Oh, these 2 again? I'm going to keep this because I've got some cards I can play. I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I used to really enjoy playing mono red, and now, especially because it's so strong in the meta with the goblins, and I feel like it's almost cheap wins in a way that I don't enjoy playing it as much. And here it is again. Why? What is it about this deck that I built that has me playing mono red now? I don't want to play against this. I guess that means I need to go play a different deck, because something about this makes the algorithm think I need to play against mono red. I don't know what it is, and I don't like it. Yeah, let's go here, I guess. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I have mono red built for that, for when I feel like I just need to go try to get some wins. Um, so I don't know. Like most things, I'm not like absolutely against it, but it's definitely frustrating sometimes. Like, here we are again. Although this one's kind of going with the wizards, so it's a little bit different. It's not goblins, so at least it's something different. But I don't know, to have to face it twice in a row, I feel like must be something about the deck I built. I don't know. I'm actually not gonna pay, and I'm gonna go here. Okay, so my guess is, yeah, that's going down, but it was gonna go down anyway. It's kind of like casting into a counterspell. At some point, you're just going to have to play things knowing it's not going to make it. Oh, I really could have used a land there. That's the other thing. It's so easy for mono red to be efficient, whereas like now I'm stuck. I don't have the lands I need. I kind of have to get lucky on my next draw, which that's, again, I feel like since I've hit Mythic, every player I've played against is getting all the right draws. That's been really frustrating to deal with. It feels like their decks are all running at maximum efficiency. And I'm like, where's my cards? I need a card. And I didn't draw a land. So there you go. They've got exactly what they need and I don't. So that's a little frustrating. All right. I need to go look at it actually. I think I have two of them right now. I think the last one I built was probably budget. Oh, I did build that Chandra Tribal Mono Red. I could try that. That's a fun twist on Mono Red. I might go grab it real quick. Maybe, if the server lets me. Waiting, waiting. Oh my goodness, come on. Maybe that blizzard outside is catching up to the old internet. Two decks. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, I've got a mono red dragons. Does that count? And then there's the Chandra Tribal. This one, this might be my most meta mono red. Oh, and I have an old version of goblins that's nothing like the new one, and I just don't mess with it right now. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to delete it. I don't know for sure. I think by the time it finally got dark and I quit looking out, I could guess maybe 3 to 4 inches. But it was picking up, and it's supposed to be heavy tonight. So I've been guessing we might have, and I'm really just guessing. I have no evidence other than my eyeballs. We might have 6 inches in the morning because I think it's supposed to be heavier tonight. But I really feel like we were probably, and the thing is, it was so windy that it was all about drifts, and like it wasn't accumulating heavy in certain places, but then it really wasn't others because it was so windy. So I don't know. It can't be more than 3 inches out there right now. Well, but it might be because the last couple hours. Okay, so this is probably my most meta mono red. And it's like super straightforward. Okay, collateral damage, Fanatical Firebrand, Key2 Lava Runner, Goblin Arsonist, Shock, Double Cast, which is not as good as I thought it was. I might even take it out. Lightning Strike, Thrill of Possibility, Bone Crusher Giant, Skewer the Critics. I don't think I built this with before Called. I mean, I think I built it before Kaldheim, and I don't think I've looked at it since. So I would change things up. I don't know. Dual Strike whenever you cash your next. Yeah, see, I don't care for that. Okay, see, I could go here and go with Snowlands. I do have, I think, one or two copies of Embercleave. Okay, so I'm going to switch out my Snowlands, and I think let's take this out. And then that gets, so Frostbite, I think makes a lot of sense there. I actually think this is the deck I want. Which one is this? Okay, 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker for each snow spent. You don't lose this mana as steps. Let's throw a copy in there and see if we like it. Oh, see, I like this one. Okay, but here's the thing about my version of mono red is, so like Demon Bolt I think is really good. The problem I have with it is it's not any target, which is also why I'm not crazy about this card, but you know what, I'm not crazy about it. I think I'm going to take it out. Everything I have that deals direct damage is to any target, because then I can choose whether I need to take out a planeswalker, a creature, or just throw damage directly at my opponent's face. So the only other thing I think might be good here is the dwarf that increases the damage. Whatever his name is, I have to go look and see. Like, that might make sense here. Okay, so let's go double check. I'll consider that. Let's see. Let's just try this. It won't take long to find him this way, I don't think. Of course, shock. Okay, I thought it wouldn't take long. Of course, in red, damage is not that. Okay, let's go dwarf damage. There it is. Okay, Torbran. So this, I think, may be the only other card that really makes a lot of sense here. The problem with it is it costs 4, and by the time you get that out and cast other stuff, that's the problem. Is if it costs a little bit less, it might make more sense, but... Okay, let's go grab our Snowland. Basic snow. Oh, you have to craft? Oh, it's this card style, I bet. Okay, but these we can just throw in. Now, used to, they would, as soon as you put one in, it would take these out. Now you gotta take them out manually. Okay, so now we've got the Snowland for Frostbite. Craft all. Okay. So now let's go run some mono red, which is probably going to be cheap wins. Maybe not. I might lose, but and like I said, my other mono red, which I might run it as well and check it out, is the Chandra Tribal, which I just think is a lot of fun because it is it's a little silly, but it's kind of strong too. I mean, again, it's hard for mono red not to be strong, so. And why not do what everybody else is doing? I'm just not doing it with goblins or wizards. Those are the two most common mono red decks right now. Is goblins or wizards. I'm doing mine with a little bit more direct damage. I like this. And I'm not using Runaway Steamkin either, which is another card I like. But it's because I'm trying to really focus my value. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Interesting. Okay, of course we'd get stuck playing something that's going to do a lot of life gain. Of course, done that sequence a little bit different, but that's okay. See, it acted like it dropped off there again. I don't know. Okay, we'll go here. Okay, so whenever Bone Crusher Giant becomes a target, it's about 2 damage to that controller. Not bad. Okay. Here. Here. You're back. Did it take you away? There. Okay, see now it's saying it said everybody was gone, and now it's saying Facebook is back online and Twitch is back online. So oh, I think I fizzled out too early. I should have taken out their creatures, and instead I didn't play that very good. That was on me. I misplayed this. But I haven't run mono red in a while, so I'm gonna give myself an excuse. It said I went offline. Yeah, it's kind of random, and I think it's probably the internet. Like I said, before I ever got on, I tested it a little bit, just like to run my speeds, and the upload speed was pretty awful. So I was a little surprised I actually made it this far without it doing a little worse. But what did that say? As long as you have 7 or more life, you gain life equal to that. Wow. That is really, really big. Why are they so big? Creatures you control get +2/+2. Oh, because there's 2 of them giving +2/+2. Wow. Well, that happened. Oh. Okay, but again, that was like the perfect matchup with the life gain and everything to do it. Now, granted, I think I did misplay a couple times, but as far as like I went straight at the opponent when I should have been taking out creatures and maybe being a little more patient. But yeah, that was an ideal matchup too. So I'd like to run that one more time at least to see if we can't do something maybe a little better. And then I do want to run that Chandra Tribal. That's a fun, quirky deck. Yeah, I debated streaming. Like I switched my internet back and forth between the 2 providers that I have now, which sounds insane to me that I'm having to run 2 just to try to get decent internet. But till I get fiber. But anyway, yeah, the upload speeds were just so bad. Rhapsody 81. But it's functioning. Okay, so the upside here is I have such a low cost deck that 2 land is easy peasy. And I've got a pretty good setup, so. Okay, white and blue. Alright, we're going to have to get in fast, and we're going to be dealing with counter spells. The good thing is I've got plenty of stuff to draw them out. Just have to make sure I don't use the wrong one at the wrong time. And actually I might wait. But I do want to draw them out, so I don't want to wait too long. So I might throw something like a lightning strike at their face next time, just to keep from. Oh, huh. I might throw a lightning strike at them. Actually, let's go here. Let's throw some damage while we know it's not going to get countered too. That's not a bad idea. It's a lot of cards too. It's not that bad. 70 plus whatever. Okay, it's not as bad as it looked. It looked taller. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever. Just discard something. Maybe they're having internet trouble too. Maybe they're caught in a snowstorm like we are. Alright. So they're going to try to mill us out. I don't know how well. Interesting. I don't know if milling versus direct damage, if there's an advantage here or not. I just don't play. I don't play mono red. I haven't played it in so long. I don't know what the matchups feel like. 250, yes. I saw more of those last season. I haven't seen as many this season. I think it's either last season or the one before. I saw a bunch of them there at one time. I think it might have been even December. But there was a run where it was like, it seemed like every other deck was like 150 to 250. It was like, what are these people thinking? But lately I haven't seen as many. It seems like it's died down. It also seems like something that happens in the lower ranks more often, just to be fair. Okay, we could keep going. You know what, I think I will. I don't think they're going to be putting down creatures for me to have to destroy, so I think it makes sense just to throw some damage at their face. Oh, this is the one. This is the one that has to go. Okay, well then let's go here. Okay, I like the Arsonist because when I sacrifice it, it also deals an extra damage. Okay, so now they have to at least remove our creature to stay alive and then still be able to counter a spell. So this is mono red at its best. Because now they've got to make a choice. Oh yeah, see, this is perfect. We'll sacrifice that. So now they'll be dead before Settle the Wreckage even resolves. That got us a win back. I don't know, I might play it one more time. Maybe I'll see if I can build up a little bit of a win streak with it, and then go play some junk that'll lose me some games. Unless it gets too good of a win streak going, then I might have to just keep on going and see how far I can take it. It just kind of depends on how big of a win streak I get. Which is really what I did with the Angels when I was going through the Diamond level to get to Mythic. I kept thinking, well, if I win a couple games, then I can go switch off to something else. But then it kept winning, and it kept winning. So, well, I appreciate you jumping in. It's been fun. I don't know, I probably won't be on too much longer. Oh yeah, tomorrow morning is Monday. I'm off, but I'm still going to stream. And then I'm going to probably go back to bed. I'll probably wake up in the morning and stream at my usual time, and then go back to bed. It's nice to be off. Yeah. I don't know. I may stream a little bit longer tonight. What is it? We're getting close to being on here for 3 hours. I guess I can go a little bit longer and get off. But thanks for jumping in. I do appreciate it. And anybody else who's out there watching, you guys are awesome. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. I'll go a little bit for sure. What is it? 20 minutes till 9 o'clock Central Time. So we'll go at least, we'll say maybe we'll aim at 9. See how that feels. Aim for 9. Morningstar? I'm not even going to, Asrielis? Morningstar? Okay. Whatever. Sure thing. Alright. Let's go haste and smack them right away. See, these newer pets, which the whole concept of having a pet in the game I think is weird in and of itself, but these newer pets, you can't click on them. They don't do anything. Okay, let's go here. Even though these don't have haste, let's get them down. And deal some damage, and then here we go. And what you got for us, Morningstar? Okay, so we're up against what colors? Green. Oh, green, black, and blue. Interesting. That could be a pretty strong combination. Something's about to happen. Oh, what is this going to do? Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom. That's not going to hurt us. Not going to hurt us, so go for it. Okay, so one in the hand, the rest, I guess that was on the bottom. Okay, and we're going to be patient here with our direct damage. Although I got a feeling they're not playing any creatures anytime soon. Now you may put a historic permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Ooh, that's a great card. Okay. Okay. And I think we're going to continue being patient here. So, Thrill of Possibility will be good if we get stuck drawing a bunch of land, since this deck doesn't need a lot of land, and we can draw cards. We have to discard 1 to draw 2, but exile 2 cards from their hand. Interesting. Okay, let's go there. And there. Okay. And then, okay, if we draw 2 cards, then we'll still have to exile 2 cards. So I guess we'll just lose these 2. But now we can get rid of that. And go there. Okay. I almost held on to that land just to give our opponent the illusion of us having a card, but knowing that they could be forcing us to discard it with something like that, figured I better wait. Okay. Oh, this deck is so strong. I don't know if we've got what it takes. I mean, it was really good to get rid of Nicol Bolas. Really good to get rid of that. Now I've still got to get rid of Anissa. So strong. I think we're going to have to maybe even... Oh, now they can go get another card. What'd they get? Okay, that's not too bad. I guess we're just going to have to do what we can do. Deal some damage to her. Okay, I will hold this land to give the illusion of having something, since I don't think we're going to have to discard anything just yet. But, man, just being able to drop cards on the battlefield like that. And all these planeswalkers. I don't see how we get out of this mess. And again, like, this is somebody who either only built one deck or has put a lot of dollars into the game. Because there's a lot of rare and mythic wildcards having been spent there. Especially with these from the remastered sets. So they didn't open packs for that. They had to use wildcards for that. There's no other way of getting those. Okay, let me think here. Let's go. Let me think. Let's sacrifice that one. Go here. Go here. Okay, so we've gotten one off the board and slowed one down a little bit. But now we don't have card draw. Unless I manage to pull off another Thrill of Possibility soon, we're just going to be out advantaged as far as cards go, and we're not going to be able to keep up. Yeah, we're not winning this one. I might go another turn just to see if I happen to draw card draw, but it's not happening. Okay, we'll throw another point of damage at it, but big deal. I mean, we can. Yeah, everything's just kind of like not enough. There's just not enough. Yeah, we got nothing. I mean, at least it was something different, but I mean, there's just so much to deal with that kind of deck. So much to deal with. Without good matchups, I don't know. Alright, what time is it? That took us a few minutes. Yeah, I think I'll just go to 9 and then call it good at 9. Looks like my internet's struggling a little bit again anyway, so hopefully it doesn't drop. We're probably getting some of that white wheel. I'm having to wait on the server a little bit. Yeah, if we can make it to 9, we'll call it. Let's see. Alright, Mono Red's fine, and we did get one win out of the deal. It was kind of fun. Okay, for the last game, what do we got? Let's go last game, something different. But I kind of want to be at least somewhat competitive, so I don't want to go too janky. I'm kind of thinking mono black. I haven't run pirates in a long time. Pirates needs to go fast. Let's see. How fast can pirates go? I don't know. I really don't know what I want to run for this last game, but I want it to be fun. Oh, dragons. Why don't we do dragons? Last game, we'll go dragons. Oh. That's crazy. So I'm laughing because my buddy just sent me a picture. He's got me up on the big screen TV on the wall. That's hilarious. I am honored. Honored, by the way. Okay, so I've got mountains. We can kind of ramp. This is a keeper. Okay, so the funny thing is we are back to mono red, but we're going tribal with dragons, which is really probably my favorite thing to do is tribal decks. They're not always the best, but it is strong. Oh, see, I'm willing to guess our opponent's probably gone elf tribal, which is probably the stronger tribe right now, if that's what they're running. Yeah, and we've already seen tonight at least one, maybe two elf tribal decks already. So it's definitely strong. Let me think. Yeah. Yeah, let's go here. So we'll go ahead and get a dragon, rather, out. Next turn, I kind of want to wait on this one because if I can kick it, so the kicker is 3, and if I can pay that kicker cost, then I can get 2 dragons. Okay, so if I go 3 here, then I can uptick. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of something. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So I could have cast a dragon there, but again, if I wait till next turn, I can kick this one, which will give me 2. 2 4/4s in the air, I think is going to be really strong. Stronger than playing it on that last turn. Plus, we got rid of... oh gosh, and there's another one. See, these that give +1/+1, those hurt. Alright, so that's going to put a damper on our plan. But let's see what we draw here. Oh, I need to get that out badly. Okay, we're going to go ahead and play it this time, because we're going to try to just block. Okay, we're going to go blockers. So this will give me, we'll go no attacks, because if I can keep this alive, that's going to be enough to cast the big one. Oh, they didn't do anything. That was strange. Okay. Let's go 1, 2. Okay, now this one can change the game. I was really surprised they didn't attack at all last turn. Oh, that's why. They wanted to wait on that. Okay, we can't attack. But if I can stay alive... Drakusith. It's a little hard to say. Maw of Flames. Because it can target... So it targets 4 damage to one, and then 3 to 2 others. So that can start taking stuff out. Oh, but this is so much. So much to deal with. And this is why dragons... Or not dragons. This is why elves are being played right now so heavily. And it's also why dragons are not being played so heavily right now. Oh, okay. So what I would love to be able to do is not block with everything and still stay alive. Okay, what have I got on the field? So there's 12 and 14 is too much. But I can keep this one alive if I go there. Now it's 14. Oh, that's still too much. 14 and 6 is 20. Oh, stinking math. So that's going to leave me, if I do that, that's going to leave me with one life. Which just means we're going to stay alive one more turn and die the next. Oh. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're done. There's no point. We'll walk away. Live to fight another day. Not really. 86%. So the way Mythic works is it's really strange, actually. So you have to get to 100%, which I forget exactly how many players or how many ranks there is after that, and then you start getting into the numbered ranks. So when you win, you go up the percentage. When you lose, you go down. And then once you get to 100%, the next thing is, I think it's the top like 1200 or something. I forget how many numbered ranks there are. 12 or 1400, something like that. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't expect to get there. I think I came into Mythic at like 92%, and I've bounced. Didn't do a lot of back and forth, mostly back, but a little bit of back and forth. But all right, I appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to end for tonight. I'll be back in the morning. It's been a blast, and looks like 5,000 coins away from doing a draft. We'll do that. Premier draft anyway. We could do a quick draft now, but we'll wait for the premier draft. And I guess tomorrow we'll just be playing on the ladder, or I might actually do some Brawl tomorrow because my Mythic venture isn't going so well, which means I need to build probably more Brawl decks because this one was fun but not great. So it might be fun to build more Brawl. That'd be fun. It's a fun format. It's not as fun as Commander, but it's close. It's close. All right. We'll see you later. Thanks so much. Appreciate you. Make sure you go follow the stream on Twitch. I got to get to 50 followers.